Hello there, Virgo. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your daily check-in. I hope you're all doing great. I hope your day is going well so far. You woke up on the right side of the bed. Everything is great. Everything is sunny and shiny in your life today. All right, these are timeless readings, and trust that you've been brought here by the universe because there is something in today's card spread that you can apply in your energy field today. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever you are doing today, there is a message that you can utilize and apply for your day. All right, here we go. Trust what resonates with you. Leave the rest for everyone else. You've got the Three of Wands. All right, Three of Wands for you, Virgo. You're ready to expand. This is you taking on just new ideas. You're kind of like planning. I think there's a part of you that's kind of letting go of those tower moments, right? You know, that whatever it is that's happened in the past, it's really kind of changed your world. I mean, you guys, some of you guys, your lives have changed so much you can't even recognize it. Like a year before, like let's say 12 months ago, your life is so drastically different. There are some of you that have gone through a major transformation, and now you're ready to embark on a new journey. Sometimes it's really hard to let go of the past, right? How you've been doing things, like, you know, routine. And the thing is Virgo, because you are an earth sign, you like things to be kind of predictable a little bit. You like things to be very grounded. And whenever we have upheaval moments like the tower, you know, it's hard to really accept that you've got changes in your life and that you've got to kind of go with the flow. It's really hard. All right, the Sun card. What did I just say right when we opened this reading? I said, I hope that everything in your life is sunny and shiny. Here you go, the Sun card. So this is great. This is great, great energy for you. This is joy, happiness, clarity, right? So some of you guys, I get the feeling some of you guys were up all night, maybe thinking about stuff. And I'm hoping that, you know, you got a little bit of rest, and you're thinking, you know, a little bit clearly this morning, and you came to some sort of important decision. But definitely, this is about clarity, things that were hidden, things that were that didn't make any sense before. And now that you've gotten some time to really think about it, this brings you a lot of illumination, clarity, and peace. You know, the Sun card is very, very powerful. I like that energy for today. Knight of Swords. So this is fast forward movement. The Knight of Swords likes to charge at things. The Knight of Swords is very bold, very assertive and direct. Also a truth seeker. You know, I know that you want answers. You guys are very logical, analytical, and you want to have answers. You want to know, like how things are done, and you call people out on it, and you have no problems like kind of if somebody's made a mistake or things are kind of misaligned, or like my cards. I'm sure some of you are looking at this going, that's not straight. You know, you're not perfectly straight. You know, that kind of thing. You guys are very quick to point those things out. That's okay. You know, but just understand in your, like if you're going to work today and you see that somebody's doing something wrong, kind of hold back your opinions just a little bit, you know, so that way you don't create any problems for yourself, you know. And also, you know, if you are noticing that someone, I don't know, left a dirty fork in the sink and you can't stand it, you know, don't lop their heads off about it, okay? Just kind of take a step back, slow it down a little bit. And also, if you are expecting big changes, it's okay to move towards that direction, especially if you are wanting to embark on this journey. There's a part of you that might feel a little bit impatient. Slow it down a little bit, you know, it's okay. Trust in divine timing, divine purpose, right? Everything's going to work out. Just slow it down. Don't be too hasty. Remember that you got to think things through, okay? Because every action has consequence, and every thought has consequence too. All right, Ace of Swords. Yeah, like I said here, you're going to get that clarity. You're going to have a breakthrough. Something here that you've been really thinking about, maybe making a choice about. You're going to receive that clarity that you're asking for. All right, as long as you're really connecting with your higher self, you're going to receive those answers. So whatever it is that's been kind of foggy, you know, kind of like an illusion for you, things are dark. You know, I think that you're going to receive that clarity. Now this is very powerful, right? The Ace of Swords is the biggest sword. The Ace of Swords is connected with the divine, right? It's pointed upward. This is a card of success, but be very careful also, because you have the power to remove things from your life that no longer belongs there. Be careful, all right? Because if you do it hastily, and if you're too quick to swing this sword and start chopping things out of your life, you may have some regrets. So be very careful. This is a big sword, big, powerful sword. Great responsibility, right? That's a lot of power. Be careful. All right, look at that. You've got your Nine of Swords. This is your mental anguish, right? I think that is a part of you right now that is really understanding, like, look, I live in this place of darkness every night. It keeps me up. I can't sleep at night. I worry. I have anxiety. I have fear. I have 10,000 things on my list that I didn't complete. Here you go. You've got to, and I don't know if you can hear the big sirens in the background, but there's a big siren, but pay attention. If you can't hear it, that's good. That means the microphone is filtering it. But anyways, Nine of Swords, you've got to deal with whatever it is that's keeping you up at night, whatever it is that you're fearful of or having a lot of anxiety about. This is a time for you to really kind of dig deep, go within, connect with your higher self, and figure all of that out, because it continues to perseverate. It continues to reappear in your life, and it's really holding you back and keeping you from really progressing forward. 10 of Wands. So yeah, a lot on your plate. Some of you are just so full of responsibilities. There's just so much on your plate right now that it's, you know, this is a chance for you to understand that you're going to reach the finish line. Whatever it is that you have put on your plate, you're going to succeed, right? It's just a matter of time. However, at what cost, right? This is about you getting burnt out, being so overwhelmed, being kept up at night because you've got so much on your plate. Understand that some of these wands are probably not even yours to carry, but you do it. You carry it for everybody else because that's you. That's Virgo, right? You like to be of service. Page of Wands. You may be receiving kind of like creativity, a new passion. You're curious. You want to try something new. Maybe you're bored doing exactly the same thing, pushing these wands, everybody's wands, and you're kind of like, what's on the other side? Be very careful, though, because you don't want to just take on more responsibilities, more, more, I don't know, ventures until you shed some of these other wands here. Remember, you carry on a lot of responsibilities, but it's okay to be curious. It's okay to want to experience other things, but remember, you've got to take care of yourself. You've got to shed some of these wands that aren't yours. All right, here we go. Ooh, 4 of Wands, lots of wands. 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, whatever it is that you're starting. Some of you may be leveling up a relationship, you know, getting engaged, getting married. Some of you may be retiring, but definitely this is a time for a milestone, because why? You are crossing the finish line, right? So you're getting to that point. You're going to have a time to celebrate it. Your life is going to be much more stable. Here's your 2 of Cups. So definitely you have the opportunity here to unite with someone and really create a very stable union. All right. I like that. 9 of Wands, lots of wands for you today, and another one here. So with the 9 of Wands, definitely you are very battle tested. You have a lot of grit, whatever it is that you are working on, maybe letting go of today. Don't give up. Don't give up. You know, you might be challenged with an idea saying, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep doing this. You know, if you're working on your physicality, for example, working on your health, and you want to give up, don't give up. Keep going. All right, another wand, 6 of Wands. You are going to be celebrated, right? You've got this right here, big milestone happening for you. Maybe some of you, like I said, are retiring from your job. You're getting some new responsibilities, new, like that's why I have the 10 of Wands here. You're going to cross that finish line. That's why I keep saying, I think that you're going to be celebrated. I think some of you are, maybe you are having a going away party, right? Because you're leveling up, maybe moving to a different department, moving to a different position, getting relocated, right? Because you've got the 3 of Wands here. Some of you may be moving. But yeah, congratulations if that's the case. The Lover's card. So with the Lover's card and the 2 of Cups, definitely you have the opportunity here to unite with somebody on a deep spiritual and divine level. The Lover's card is also a card of commitment. You may be recommitting to yourself, right? Kind of working towards something. If you have had some challenges in your life and you've kind of neglected yourself and you're so burnt out, I think some of you are putting your foot down and you're saying, okay, enough is enough. I got to deal with all of this stuff that's going on in my mind. I'm going to recommit to myself, recommit to, improving my health, improving my mental health, my spiritual health. That's okay too. That's, the Lover's card can represent that because you're recommitting to yourself. All right. Page of Swords. So new ideas, new ways of seeing things. I like that the Page of Swords is above the 9 of Swords because, again, you're giving yourself the opportunity to see things a little bit differently, right? Instead of just the same old way that gives you a lot of anxiety and worry, maybe you're allowing yourself new ideas, new ways of seeing things that, yeah, you're not a victim, right? You can get yourself out of this dark place. You're welcoming new ways of seeing things also. And some of you may be receiving some important information that you've been worried about, thinking about for a really long time. All right, let's take a look at some other cards here, tie it together, angel cards anyways. All right, here we go. Shuffle this a little bit more. We've got 5 of Fire. So 5 of Fire is the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is noise. So today you may be having some, you know, just kind of back and forth. You hear it. Like if you're at work right now watching this, I won't tell. But if you are watching this and you know, like you walk by the lunchroom or the copying machine and people are kind of going back and forth and having a little bit of a tiff, don't get involved. Right? Not your circus, not your monkeys. You got to let it go. So competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. If you are having some conflict with others, understand that it's going to blow over. Let it go. It's just negative energy. The last thing you want is to bring your energy to a negative level because it takes so much more energy to bring it back up. You have a lot of swords today, so lots of fire on your plate today, especially closing out with the 5 of Wands here, 5 of fire. So be very careful. You got a lot of passionate energy around you. Last thing you want is to get involved. Now, you know, and it's interesting because you've got the Sun card here. This is, you know, also fire, right? Because it's the Sun. So very passionate energy around you. Be very careful, all right? Use it to your own good, for your own good. Be aware that your thoughts really control what happens in the energy around you, right? So if you are in a place of darkness, anxiety, fear, worry, that's going to dictate a lot of this as well, you know, kind of, it'll have effect around you, all right? Because this is air and fire, right? So be very careful today. You're going to have a great one, though, because you have the Sun card here, all right? I will talk to you tomorrow. I love you. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk soon. Bye.